Hello, my name is Teacher Mark. What is your name?
Hi, Teacher Mark. I'm Jenny. How are you?
I'm good, Jenny. So tell me, what grade are you in?
I'm in seventh grade. I've been working really hard and studying. I'm so glad to be here.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Um,
Okay.
what is your favorite food to eat?
My favorite food to eat. Oh, I love KFC chicken
Mm,
and I like rice and vegetables.
nice. My favorite is pizza. Do you ever eat pizza in China?
Yes, yes, yes. Pizza Hut. I know Pizza Hut.
Yes,
It's really good.
it's my favorite. And let's see, what city do you live in?
I live in Shanghai.
Oh, very nice. And what is your favorite thing about living in Shanghai?
Oh, I like Shanghai Disney. I like the Pearl Tower. I like the History Museum and the subways. We have the best subways ever.
Awesome.
Shanghai is awesome.
Yes, I've heard many good things about it. So, which one of those is your favorite to visit?
Hmm. Well, I like to go to KFC a lot. That's probably my favorite to visit.
I think that would be my favorite too. I love to eat. So, tell me, what if you were going to get a pizza? What kind of toppings would you want on your pizza?
Hmm. Cheese?
Okay. Would you want any meat or any vegetables?
No, we put fish on our pizza sometimes. I like
Yeah.
fish on my pizza.
Have you ever gotten crab on your pizza?
Mm-hmm. Yum.
Nice. Yeah, we don't have that in America yet, but I've heard that that's a very popular thing in China, so I want to try it.
Yes, yes, you have to come to Pizza Hut.
I
And
know.
you can come to my home and I will let you have Pizza Hut.
If I ever visit, I am definitely going to come have some crab on my pizza.
Oh, thank you.
One more question and then we'll get started. Do you have a favorite book or movie?
Hmm. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is very good. I
Yes.
also like Spider-Man and I like the Minions. They are very good.
Awesome. Yes, Harry Potter is one of my favorite too. So let me ask you, who is your favorite character in Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry is your favorite,
Yes.
and I
And I
don't.
love the wizard and the wand. It is very nice.
Awesome. Yes, I do too. My favorite character is Dobby. Do you remember Dobby?
Oh, yes. But I cannot remember all the characters. I
Okay.
read the books. I do not
Okay.
like to watch the movies as much.
Yeah, I agree. The books are way better than the movies. So Dobby is the one who gets the sock, and he always helps Harry Potter, and he's so
Oh,
cute.
yes, yes, yes. I know that now. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Are you ready to jump into class?
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. Do you read any magazines from other countries?
No, no.
Okay.
Um, but I do watch TV. I watch BBC and CNN
Awesome. All right. And I know
and
you said,
CCTV. Of course, CCTV.
yes, definitely. And you already said you watch movies like The Minions. Do you have any other movies like from America or from other countries that you like?
Oh yes, I love many things. I love Beauty and the Beast.
Hmm.
I love Frozen. Do you know the song Let It Go?
I
I love
do.
that song.
I know it very well. One more question. What about fashion? Do you like any fashion from other countries?
No, I have a very nice uniform.
Okay. What does your school uniform look like?
My school uniform is red and white. And
Oh.
then on the Monday we get to wear the cool scarves.
Very nice, yes. And do you like wearing school uniforms?
Yes, I think it is very important. It helps us learn.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool. All right, so we're going to do some vocabulary. Are you ready for vocabulary?
Yes, I will try. Yes.
All right, can you read this first word for me?
International. International.
Yeah, very good. International. And do you know what this word means?
It means the world. We are international.
Yeah. So it means things that come from different countries. So between or involving different countries.
Yes, international food. I love
Yes.
international food.
Yeah, so let me see. Can you make a sentence using the word international?
I enjoy international food, especially KFC.
Yes, very good. That's
And Mr.
excellent.
Mark enjoys international food, especially pizza.
Yes, excellent. All right, very good. So we'll go to the next word. Can you read this one for me?
Yes, issue, issue,
Yeah, this two S's almost kind of sounds like there's an H in there, so it's issue.
issue. What
Yeah,
is issue?
well, we are going to talk about that. So, issue can mean many things, but for today, we're going to look at it as similar to the word problems. Do you know what the word problems means?
Yes, yes, I know problems.
All right, so we could say, um, I am having tech issues with my computer. And that means I'm having tech problems with my computer, right?
Yes.
All right, so now can you make your own sentence?
Um, the teacher has issues with the students.
Yes, what kind of an issue would a teacher have with a student?
The student does not listen. Sometimes in my classes, they do not listen. I do not know why. I always listen in English class.
Yes, I'm sure you're a very good student, right, Jenny?
Yes, I try.
Awesome. Well, that was a very good
I love to
sentence.
study.
Good. So do I. All right, let's do another word. Can you read this one?
Support,
Yeah,
support,
very good. Support.
support,
Yeah,
support.
excellent. And do you know what this means?
Yes, to lean on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Lean on me. You know the
Yes,
song?
I do. I know that song, of course. So let me ask you, if it means to lean on someone, um, can we use that word more generally, or does it only mean to like physically put your body on someone else's?
I only know it the way to lean on somebody.
Okay, that's a good way of using it, but we can also use it more generally, so it can mean to get help, um,
Okay,
or to. So if you support someone, you might be helping them.
absolutely.
Yeah. So now, can you use that in a sentence?
Um, my mom supports me. She supports me very much. She wants me to go to high school and college.
Yeah, very good. And what are some ways she supports you?
She makes my food.
Mm-hmm.
She helps me with my homework, especially my math homework.
Mm-hmm.
And she also makes sure that I go to my lessons.
Yeah. And does she pay for your food and for your house?
No, that's his dad.
Okay, so your dad supports you too, right?
Yes, he does.
Awesome, very good. That was an excellent sentence. How about this word?
Nearly.
Yeah, that was perfect. Excellent. And what does it
Yes, I know
mean?
the word near. And Lee and I put it together.
Very good. That was clever. So do you know what it means?
Yes, near, come together, come close. Come
Mm-hmm.
close.
Yeah, so it means close, and sometimes we can use it as like almost. So can you try to use that in a sentence?
I am nearly in Beijing.
Yeah, so are you close to Beijing and Shanghai?
No.
Okay, so maybe we can try something a little bit closer.
Okay.
So it is almost the end of the school year, right? And you said you're in seventh grade, so that means you're going into eighth grade, right?
Yes, yes. And then ninth grade, that is the big year with the tests.
Yeah, so you could say, I am nearly done with school for the year, right?
Okay. Very good.
All right, can you try and make another one?
I am nearly finished with 7th grade.
Yeah, excellent. Very good. Perfect. Okay, how about this word? This is a tough one.
Agriculture.
Yeah, that was pretty close. We pronounce it agriculture.
Ah. Okay.
So ag,
Ag.
re,
Re.
culture.
Culture.
Agriculture.
Agriculture.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
thank
good.
you. Thank you. Thank
And
you,
what
Teacher
does
Mark.
this word mean?
Well, I see lots of plants, many, many
Mhm.
plants,
Yep.
and the plants are growing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a greenhouse. I know that word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good.
And so is it something about growing plants?
It
Do I have a
is.
garden?
Yes. It is just a way to farm or take care of plants.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is going to be a
There
little bit
is
tougher.
agriculture in Western China.
Yes, very good sentence. And what is your favorite plant or fruit or vegetable that is grown?
Watermelon.
Watermelon?
I love watermelon. Don't you love watermelon? My mom, my dad, we all love watermelon.
I'm going to be honest, I don't really like watermelon very much.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Everyone else does, though. I'm just weird.
Okay. We also love apples. Do you like apples?
I do like apples, yes.
And do you like the red ones or the green ones?
I like both.
I like the red ones.
I like the green ones better, but I like both. And sometimes we even put candy on them in America. Do you ever do that in China?
No.
No? Okay. Candy apple is very, very good. All right, excellent.
It's
Let's
not
go.
healthy all the time. But sometimes I'm sure it is good. It might be good on cake.
Yeah, I am not a very healthy eater, so I'm all about trying to put candy on my things.
Very good.
All right, how
Uh-oh.
about this word?
No.
Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not quite old enough for this, right? But it has to do with this word. So can you read this
Okay.
word for me?
Yes, I want to learn words. Import.
Yeah, that was perfect. And what do you think it means?
Well, port is like a port city. The port, I know I have been to the port city since I am in Shanghai. There are
Mhm.
many ships that come in. So maybe the alcohol comes in because brandy, it has English, not Chinese.
Yes. So import means to buy something from a different country and bring it to your country. Sorry, I cut off some of those words. There we go.
Perfect.
All right, so can you try and use this in a sentence?
I have an import. I have an Apple iPhone.
Yeah.
Do you have one? I have an iPad too.
Yeah, so this word can be used as a verb and as a noun. And I think we're going to use it as a verb more. So you could say,
Oh.
I imported my iPhone.
Yes, I love the iPhone. Don't you?
I do. Do you ever use Siri?
No.
Oh, really?
I do not
use
believe in
Siri
Siri.
all the time. Here, this is my trick. Are you ready? Hey, Siri.
All right.
What is 100 plus 600 plus 500 plus 32 plus 86 divided by 5?
100 plus 600 plus 500 plus 32 plus 86 divided by 5 is 1,249.2.
I always have Siri
Ni
do
hao,
my math.
Siri. Ni hao. Ni hao, Siri. Oh,
Siri
she does
says
not
hello.
speak Chinese.
No, mine
Very
does not.
sad.
But she does help me with my math homework, so
That was awesome. That was very fantastic.
thank you. I like it. It's a very smart Siri. All right, so let's do one more sentence with import.
Okay. And we already talked about the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Yao Ming imports basketball.
Yeah, very good. So do you think he has to ship and buy a bunch of basketballs from a different country, or are they made in China?
Sometimes they are made in America. The really nice ones, we have Nike, and they make them in China, but they come from America
Yeah.
because of Michael Jordan. Do you know Michael Jordan? Do you
I've-
know Yao Ming?
I've met Michael Jordan because I used to live in his city. Yes.
Wow!
Yes, I'm a very big fan of both Yao Ming and Michael Jordan, but I
Yao
love
Ming is
Michael
from
Jordan.
Shanghai.
I know, and I'm from Chicago, so yeah, very good.
Lots of basketball.
Yes, basketball is awesome. I still like soccer or football a little bit better, but I do like basketball.
Okay.
All right. Another word. Can you read this one for me?
State. Yes, I know state.
Yes.
The Chinese state. I know the state.
Yes, and it's
State is
very,
like
very
province.
popular in my country, right? Do you know how many states we have in my country?
There are many. There were
Yeah.
13, and then there are 50.
Yeah, 50.
There are 50 states
Yeah, so that's a great sentence. There are 50 states, right?
in the United States
Yeah, very, very good.
or in America.
Very good. So it's when you take a larger area, like the whole country, and then you divide it up into smaller areas. We often call those states.
Just like provinces. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good. All right, here's more of a phrase than a word, but very important.
Rather than.
Yeah, what do you think that means?
I would rather have this than this.
Yeah, so it's kind of like saying instead of. So it's when you prefer one thing over another, right?
Yes.
All right, so use KFC and Pizza Hut and use this word in a sentence.
Teacher Mark would rather have pizza than KFC.
Yeah, very good. Or you could say, I prefer pizza rather than KFC, if we're going to use
Oh,
the
that
words
is an
together.
excellent sentence.
They're both very good sentences, but I think to use this together, you'd say, I want pizza rather than KFC. All right, can you try and make one like that where we use them together?
Yes. I would rather play basketball than soccer.
Yeah, all right, now let's do one where you have the rather and the then together. So you could say, I like or I want something, and then rather than
I
something
want
else.
a basketball rather than a soccer ball.
Yeah,
I
excellent.
want an iPhone rather than a Samsung Galaxy.
Very good, and I like your taste of phones. That's very good, because I think the iPhone is way better, right?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
It has very good apps.
Yes, it does. We call them apps in English.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
you
you,
just
Teacher
say the
Mark.
whole word, apps.
Apps.
Mhm.
Apps.
Yeah.
I want apps rather than video games.
Yes, although some of my favorite apps are video games.
Oh yes, we play computer games.
Yeah,
Yes.
we could talk about that all day, but we need to keep going. How about this word?
Drop.
Yes, do you know what a trap is? Yes, and what do you normally do with a trap?
You put the animal in a trap.
Yeah, you want to catch the animal, right? Or in this case, what are they trying to catch?
Money. I don't understand why, but that is okay. I will trap the animal.
Yeah, it's a silly picture, but I think it's just people want money, right?
Yes, but China is a little different, you know.
Oh, okay. How is it different?
It is different because we have a different government.
Hmm.
But we do not want to talk about that. That is too long.
Okay, but you don't want money?
I want some money. But
Okay.
there's Confucius, and many of our leaders are not about the money.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right, one more word. Can you read this one?
Shortage.
Yeah, shortage.
Shortage,
Yeah,
yes.
very good. Say that two more times. Shortage.
Shortage. Shortage.
Perfect.
Shortage.
Perfect. All right, what does this mean?
Shortage. That, for instance, in some countries, the poor boy has a shortage of money. This is
Yeah.
why we do not put value on money.
Yeah. Money is important, but maybe you don't need to have too much. You can help other people, right?
Yes, I think that's very valuable.
So
Very
shortage
good.
means there is not enough of something. So can you make another sentence with this word?
Sometimes there is a shortage in food.
Yes.
Some children do not have enough food.
Yes. And if there's a shortage in pizza, teacher Mark might cry, right?
Yes, but there are shortages in Africa and they have no food anywhere
I do,
in certain
yes.
countries. I have read it.
Yeah, and so we sometimes have to send food or give money to try and help take care of them, right?
Yes, we have a whole unit in in our social studies in seventh
Yeah.
grade
Yeah.
about civil rights.
Have
I
you?
know about civil rights. I know about
Excellent.
Martin Luther King too.
No, he's very, very cool.
Yes.
Have you ever given some of your own money to help with the shortages in Africa?
Perhaps, but often we just save our money because you never know when we might have a shortage.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And the state gives lots of money to those in need.
Okay, very good. All right, so here's what we're going to do next. Are you ready for our next section?
Yes, sir.
We are going to take all of those vocabulary words and we are going to try and put them into the sentences. So
Okay.
here we have 6 sentences, and then at the top we have the words that go in the blanks. So here's what I want you to do. Read the first sentence and then circle the correct word and draw a line to where it should go. Whatever word it is, you just draw a line and then read the sentence with the word in there.
Absolutely.
Go for it. Awesome. Now, can you read me the whole sentence with the word?
I think it's important to support local businesses by buying locally.
Very good. Do you think it's important to do that? Do you think it's...
Yes, we buy things from China. It is very important to buy things
Yeah.
from China.
Yeah, very good. All right, how about number 2? Excellent. Now, can you read the whole sentence for me?
Absolutely. My dad works at an international company. There are many in
Nice.
Shanghai.
Nice.
She was the boss manager of a large international company.
Very good. All right, how about number 3? Very good. And go ahead and read this one for me.
I think I'd like to stay at home this evening rather than go out.
Very good. That was perfect. And how about number 4?
This is not good.
I know.
We import a large number of cars from Japan. We do have Chinese cars,
How about we change this to Germany? Does that make it a little bit better?
It is not the Japan, it is that we have Chinese cars.
Oh, okay.
And also Germany does have some wonderful cars like BMW. I know
Yes.
about BMW.
Yes, many of my other
I have
students
a BMW
love them.
pillow.
Oh, very cool. All right, we have 2 more. Can you do number 5?
Alaska is the largest state in the US.
Excellent. Can you circle it and draw it?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, and the last one's always the easiest because of process of elimination. So can you do number
Yes.
6?
Because that is a hard word.
It is.
Don't worry about who will do it. That's just a side issue.
Yeah, very good. And what do they say is a side issue?
A side issue is a problem. Issue.
Yes, and an issue is the problem, but they're going to teach you something extra here. So a side issue equals what?
Not the main problem.
No,
Not the first problem.
Yeah,
Not the
exactly.
primary.
So just a smaller problem or a second problem, right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
yes,
very good.
yes,
That was
Teacher Mark.
excellent. Give me a high five.
Yeah. Basketball.
Excellent. All right. I wish I had a little hoop to shoot it in, but I had to take it away. Okay, so here's the answers, but you already got
Yes,
all
I
of
got
them
it
right.
right.
You did. Good job. 100%. All right, so now we are going to do something fun. Okay?
Okay.
I am going to play an audio file, and I want you to listen very carefully. And as you're listening, read along to this whole paragraph. This is going to be very difficult, so it's okay if you don't get all of them right. But there's
Okay.
going to be some mistakes in the words of this paragraph.
Oh.
But what you hear is correct. And then we're going to
Okay.
try and see if we can find as many mistakes as possible.
Oh, this is very difficult.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want, we can do it one or two extra times, and it might
No,
help
that is fine, Teacher Mark.
It might help for you
I'm
to
not very good.
underline the ones that you hear wrong, and then we can figure out what's wrong with them as we go, okay?
Yes.
And if you can't hear the MP3, let me know, okay?
Okay, yes.
All right, are you ready?
Yes, I am completely
3,
ready.
2, 1, go.
1.3 There hasn't been much support from the government over the issue of imported agricultural crops. There are 3 issues with this. First, nearly a sixth of all imported fruit cannot grow in our climate. Secondly, the state should help our own farmers rather than foreign growers. Finally, we should not fall into the trap of not growing enough food. What would happen if it didn't rain and we were left with a food shortage?
All right, very good. So, do you think you want to listen to it one more time?
Maybe.
Or do you
I
think you
have all
found
of them?
No, there's actually quite a bit. Some of them are very, very difficult. But that's okay. We'll go over them. But do you want to try one more time just to see if you can catch a couple extras?
Do we have time? I like to
Yeah.
do fun things.
Yeah, we have time. Let's do one more, okay? I'm going to play it one more time.
1.3 There hasn't been much support from the government over the issue of imported agricultural crops. There are 3 issues with this. First, nearly a sixth of all imported fruit cannot grow in our climate. Secondly, the state should help our own farmers rather than foreign growers. Finally, we should not fall into the trap of not growing enough food. What would happen if it didn't rain and we were left with a food shortage?
Very good. All right, you picked up a couple extras. Excellent. So now we are going to go see which ones are right and which ones are wrong, and then we're going to see if we can fix them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So you got almost all of them. All right, so this first one says there hasn't been much sport, but what word should it be?
Support.
Yes, excellent. Support. Very good. Let me type that.
Oh,
And then the next one, it says there are free issues. What should that be?
3.
Yes, very good. Just the number 3 is fine. And then furs. It's not talking about coats with animal skins, right?
No, first.
First, very good. And then it says a sixth of all imported fruit. What do you think should be there?
6th.
Yeah, so when we use that word, we don't just say six, but we say a sixth. And an easy way to type that is a 6 with a TH, right?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. And then, did the crime eat something in past tense?
No.
No, what do you think that should be?
Climate.
Yeah, very good. It would be easy to try and say maybe our crime rate. That's one thing that I was also thinking, but you're right.
It is not good for crime.
Yeah, but climate. What does the word climate mean?
Weather.
Yeah, very good.
Whether
right.
it is hot or cold. In
Yes.
Shanghai, it is very hot.
Yes, and we
I
often
love
talk
Shanghai.
about climate change, right? Global warming.
Yes, it is unfortunate.
It is. We need to help fix it. Okay, how about this next one?
State. That one tricked me.
Yes,
That
we
was
just
very
we
difficult.
just don't need the E, right?
That is correct. I don't know what a state is, but I know state.
Estate is like the property that you own or your house.
Thank you.
All right, and how about tap? We should not fall into the tap.
Trap.
Yes,
But
they're
not
just
trap the money.
they're just forgetting the R, right? And then how about going? Do we need to go enough food?
Growing.
Yeah, so this one I'm
Or-
going to go ahead and type. We need to not fall into the trap of not growing enough food. Which, do you remember the fancy word for growing enough food?
Agriculture.
Yeah, very good. Give me another high five. That was awesome.
Yeah!
Very good. All right.
And teacher Mark does not like watermelon.
No, I do not. Very good. You remembered. Excellent. All right, two more. How about this one?
Wood. The other wood.
Yeah, do you know
do
how
not
to
spell it W-O-O-D.
Yeah,
I
do
know
you-
how to spell it.
tell
It is
me how to spell it.
W-O-U-L-D.
Yeah, very good. W-O-U-L-D. But they sound the same, right?
Yes, they do, but they mean very different things.
Yes, they do. You're right. And the last one.
Rain.
Yeah, so they just added a T to make it a train, right?
Yes, that was very confusing.
Yeah, they're trying to trick you on purpose to train your ear to hear English. All right,
But
so you
he
ready to
sounded
see?
so strange.
Say that
It's
again.
okay. I said he sounded so strange.
Yeah.
So strange.
He's like a professional reader who just does that for a living, so he practices his voice a lot.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah, so here are the answers. We fixed them all correctly. And now we just have a little bit left to go and we can have some fun. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So, what are some fresh foods that are often imported in China?
Bananas.
Do you like to eat bananas?
Absolutely. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
where do you think bananas are imported from?
Maybe Africa?
Yeah. I actually don't even know. So your guess is
I
as
know
good
it
as
is
mine.
Latin America in the United States, but I live in China, so I think it is Africa.
Yeah.
I know in Europe it is Africa.
Okay. Yeah, very good. What about another one? Can you think of some more?
Kiwi fruit.
Yes, kiwi is very famous, right?
Yes.
And where does kiwi
Australia,
come from?
New Zealand,
Yeah.
and now Chile.
Really? Very cool. All right, let's do one more. Can you think of one more?
Hamburger.
Yes, but is a hamburger fresh?
I guess not. No.
Some
But steak
companies,
is.
some
Sometimes
companies
we
in
can get steak
America
from
say
China,
they're
but
fresh.
other times we have to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then there is, of course, whether Mongolia is part of China. There is Inner Mongolia and there is regular Mongolia. And if we consider Mongolia part of China, it is not imported. If we
Okay.
consider Mongolia part of Mongolia separate, then it is imported. But we should not talk about Mongolia because it is part of China.
Okay. So when you import stuff for a burger, what is the type of meat that you import? Is it chicken?
No,
What
It is
type
a
of
cow.
meat? Yeah, and what do we call the meat that comes from a cow? Do you know?
hamburger meat?
We have a special name for it that can be the hamburger meat, but also a steak or other types of meat, but that all comes from a cow.
Beef?
Yeah, very good. So a lot of times you import the beef, right?
Yes, but we
Or
can
you
also
get it
get it
from
from Inner
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Mongolian beef is very good. You should try it.
Ooh, I want to, because steak is my favorite food. It's the only thing that's better than pizza. All right, so
Do they have lots of beef in Chicago?
we import it from our own. Well, we don't import it, but we get it from like Texas, from another state.
Oh, I thought that Nebraska and other places had it too.
They do.
And Kansas.
They do, but I think the best
I heard
comes
they
from
have nice
Texas.
meat packing.
They do. We have them everywhere, even in some other states like Florida or California, just not as much.
Oh, that
Yeah.
does not sound good.
Oh, it's good because we have lots of beef.
Very good. Thank
All
you,
right,
Teacher
so
Mark.
what are some of your favorite fresh foods to buy?
Pineapple,
Mm-hmm.
kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
I like salad. Apples. We talked about apples.
Yep.
Watermelon, cherries. I love cherries.
Ooh, yeah. And do you ever put cherries in ice cream?
No, I eat them big in a bowl. Have you
Oh,
had a
okay.
big bowl of cherries?
I have, but I have to be honest, I don't really like cherries very much either. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. What will you do?
I just like
Well,
to
we
eat
have
chocolate.
many foods in China. You can eat at KFC.
Yes, I will eat at KFC and Pizza Hut a lot.
No, we have good Chinese food.
Yes, I will try it. I will try it one day. Um,
Lychee is very good too. I like lychee. And you
oh,
can put that in shakes and things.
is lychee something that is fresh?
Mm, not usually, no.
Okay.
Usually it comes in a can or it's frozen.
Okay. So let's see. Of the foods that you just said, are any of them made in China and not imported?
Yes, cherries.
Okay. What about your
And
favorite food that is imported?
oh, and apples are in China as well.
Yeah.
And my favorite imported food
Mm-hmm.
would probably be hamburger. I like
Okay.
hamburger. Um, and kiwi fruit. That is good.
Ooh, yeah. Is that one expensive in China or is it cheap?
It is very expensive, yes.
Yes,
And
which
bananas, believe it or not, are very expensive too. I understand. I have talked to my American friends, and it is cheap for bananas,
it
but in
is.
China they are very expensive.
Yeah, which why do you think they're expensive? I'll give you a hint. Do you see this picture?
Yes. Oh, are they imported? I know
Yeah.
about imports. Teacher Mark taught me about that.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you think imported food is more expensive than local food?
Because it has to go on a plane or transportation. It's not cheap
Yeah,
to transport
yeah.
things.
Do you think it's healthy to transport things?
Hmm, yes, actually, yes. Because of the fact that we receive healthy food. We would
Mm-hmm.
not have the same variety of food if it were not for the imported foods. I
Yeah.
would not be able to have my bananas if it were not for the imports.
That's true. What do you think about the fact that a banana can sit on an airplane for maybe 1 or 2 days before you get to buy it? Do you think that that's too long, or do you think that's okay?
I think that's too long. I think that is sad. But I also understand that things stay even longer on the shipping port. And
Yeah, yeah. A plane is pretty quick, but a ship is much slower, right?
yes, and there are many shipping crates coming into Shanghai.
All right. Yes, that's true. So one more question, and then we are done with our lesson. And this is a good question. We talked about climate and global warming, and we've talked about importing and fresh foods. So do you think that putting foods on a boat or a plane is good for our climate?
Perhaps not.
Why?
However, I think that is very beneficial to people, and
Mm-hmm.
people need these healthy foods. So therefore, I think that it is better to have the transportation.
Okay. In what way is it bad for our environment? And I agree with you. I think we should be doing it. It's very good for us. But how is it bad for the environment?
Because of the that smoke that comes out. What is that called?
We just call it smoke, or you can call it fog, or air pollution.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
exhaust maybe?
Yeah, exhaust is a good word. And do airplanes and boats all have to use gasoline and make exhaust or smoke?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So that's a little bit bad for the environment, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you did such a good job today. You learned a whole bunch of exciting words.
Yes, I did.
I thought you
You
did
supported
excellent.
me.
Oh, thank you. You did all the hard work. Awesome. Well, it was really, really nice to meet you, Jenny. And I'm glad to know that you love KFC like me. And hopefully I will see you again one day in class, okay?
Yes, I would love that.
Awesome. So I have one last question. Are you going to do anything fun tonight before you go to bed?
I'm going to do some homework, but maybe I will talk to my family now.
Nice. Do you have a lot of homework to do?
Yes, unfortunately, tonight.
Yeah.
But there is the weekend.
Yes. Are you going to do anything fun on the weekend?
Yes, I will play with my friends. I
Awesome.
will play the basketball that you talked about.
Very nice. Do you go to a park to play basketball, or do you play it at school?
I play it at the playground, yes.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. Well, again, it was so nice to meet you. I hope you have a good night doing your homework and then this weekend playing some basketball, all right?
Yes.
Awesome.
You need to come to China and play basketball with us.
I want to so badly. It would be very, very fun. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right. Well, I have to go to my next class, but I hope you have a good night and hopefully I'll see you again, okay?
Bye-bye. Thank you so much,
Bye,
Teacher Mark.
Jenny. Thanks.
Thank you.